Hello everyone, welcome back to more Dominion Online. This is going to be my second league match against ZW Lemon. It's a little confusing for me because, as you know, I hope you know, my first match with Ginger Bowtie was suspended mid-match, and I did my whole intro about what league is at the beginning of that match, so I still want to release it first, but I'm playing this match before that match is finished. So it's a little confusing for me. I'm planning to release this after I finish the match with Ginger Bowtie, but I guess it's possible that that match gets delayed so long that I release this early and everything's very confusing for you guys. Oh well. So I think that's all I have to say about this match. I'll just cut until we're ready to go. Okay, we're ready to go. So here's Game 1 of my match against ZW Lemon. And just like with Ginger Bowtie, I'm planning to do one video per game rather than match. Just because I publish about one video a day, and I expect one match a week. So I'm nervous about Rebuild. It used to be really strong, and like you could just always rush for it and win. I don't know if that's still true. Berry. Take something from your discard and bottom deck it. And it costs $1, but not a buy. Training, you put coins on something? We have Baker. Oh my god. Okay, and first mate. Oh, this is a complicated kingdom. I don't know. There's a lot going on. Well, maybe the strategy is simple. I don't know. I just mean there's a lot of, like, complicated cards in it. Baker is changing the opening. First mate is this complicated thing that I'm not familiar with. Like, yeah, it's from Plunder. I get it. There's no, like, First Mate is the only village here, for example. Baker and Mill are ways you could generate actions with First Mate to play other terminals multiple times. It's hard, but you could do it. For trashing, there's Rebuild and Sanctuary, and that's it. You definitely don't want both of them, but you probably want one of them. We have Draw in Marquee, right? That draws up to 10, basically. Yeah. First Mate draws. Siren kind of, I mean, it definitely does draw. Enchantress is kind of weakish draw. Opponent starts Sanctuary. Yeah. So, I mean, we have Village, we have buys. We have draw, we have attacks. Like, and Outpost is a solid gainer in a way. So there should be some kind of engine here. But like, what does the rebuild plan look like? You have to outrace that if you're playing the engine. And getting to open with rebuild is pretty fast, right? You would open, like, rebuild silver, presumably. Or rebuild siren, maybe? No, you need to hit more 5s, I think. Rebuild Enchantress? To make sure your opponent gets to do less of the cool stuff they want to do. It's certainly a lot easier than playing the engine. Is there anything else you can mix in that would be good? Not especially. So you're playing just rebuild? I don't know. Well, you can't open Siren, obviously, but you could open Silver. I think... As player 2, how good is Enchantress? I don't know. I guess also... Oh, Enchantress from the engine deck against the rebuild deck hurts a lot. I see, because you don't get to play many actions per turn. If you're Enchantress all the time, you'll... Okay, I don't think we can play the rebuild deck. I think we have to open Silver. Sanctuary? Yeah. Maybe Enchantress Sanctuary? Let's get Enchantress Sanctuary. Okay, a mirror. Opponent agrees with me about what's right to do anyway. Hopefully we draw an estate here. Kind of a bummer to play Sanctuary and have to exile a copper. Good news, though, is opponent might not get to play their Enchantress because my Enchantress is being played this turn and theirs might not be. But it sucks to be player 2, obviously. Right, Enchantress magnifies that difference if player 1 gets to play it. What are we going to want a lot of to first mate? I mean, mills, sanctuaries. What did an opponent not play? They thought for a while after exiling the estate. Huh. Okay, getting another Enchantress. Yeah, unlucky. I think we do want another Enchantress. Get pigged. Good draw. Sort of. I mean, hitting all 3 estates is bad, but at least we hit the Sanctuary, which was not easy. Now, I didn't hit my other Enchantress, so she's on top of the deck right now. So we probably don't want to, like, buy Enchantress and then top deck her, or bottom deck her with Berry, because then they would just collide. So it's probably silver here, which I can top deck, which probably seems good. I don't want a Siren yet. A mill is sort of whatever. It's a good way to, like, block Enchantress in a way, I guess. But I could use a silver. To let me pick up another 5, which might be another Sanctuary, or maybe it's a Baker. I guess I could have actually chosen, if I wanted to top an or bottom an Enchantress, which would be the same as topping it, to try to turn her into a Siren, like my opponent just did. I don't think I was guaranteed to have a $3, though. If this had been an Enchantress, I think I could have... One of these coppers came from the shuffle. So it could have been an estate, and then that would have been a really bad play. So, like, obviously, I don't know. I think we take another Sanctuary. It's good for the deck now, because we want to exile a bunch of garbage. And it's also good for the first mate someday. To have a lot of the same action, rather than several different actions. So here, I think I could get a mill to try to Siren it, which seems fine. And if I don't hit the Siren, you know, the ability, if for some reason I can't mill it, it's always a fine card to play. It blocks the Enchantress effect, for example. Well, it doesn't block it, right? Mill is slightly better than a cantrip, but not a lot better. And here I think we do Siren the mill away. That was sort of what it was for. If I play the mill, I might hit an Enchantress that I could play, but I don't really want to play it. I want to get Sirens. Right? I suppose if I played mill, I could buy Training. So I could discard copper plus whatever I draw, and that would be $6. Do I want Training? I don't think so. Training Sanctuaries is cool. But I think getting... Well, I don't have a village yet. Sirens and Enchantresses are both terminal. Maybe Training on Sanctuary is actually better than getting a Siren right now. Because I would prefer, I think, to turn one of my Enchantresses into a Siren. Because I only have space for one terminal per turn so far. So at some point, I'll draw the two Enchantresses together, and I salvage that by buying a Siren, basically. I guess I could also salvage it by discarding one of them to mill or something, if depending. I don't think the curses I'm getting from Siren are that big a deal because I have these sanctuaries. It's more like that Siren is the best draw in the kingdom. Well, there's a Marquee. But Siren's more attainable at the moment. Okay, does opponent follow with Training, or do they do something else? I guess actually, like, I think everyone in the league has, or most people anyway, have identified with pronouns somewhere in the Discord. I could. Usually, I say they to be like careful because I don't know who I'm playing against. But I think in principle, somewhere in here, if I scroll, I can find everyone's intros, and I could say he or she. But I don't actually know that I'm going to put in that effort. Okay. Buys another Siren, trashes the other Enchantress. Oh, okay. So this is my turn to pick up a Siren, I guess. There's no trashing for estates, right? It cannot be trashed. For curses, I mean. Yeah, there's no way to trash them, so exiling is the best you can do. Well, what did they end up doing on that turn when they could have... They bought a $6 Siren. Okay. I mean, the Enchantress is good. I love Enchantressing opponents' Sirens. Siren is better. But I'd like to get to the point where I can play them both. That's what the first mate idea is supposed to be. But it's going to be so hard to line up, isn't it? I feel like these decks are not going to do all that much. But if you tried to just play the rebuild thing against this, I think you'd be getting clobbered by Enchantresses. And opponent would have all the time in the world to build like a cool Sanctuary first mate thing. Ours are doing badly because we're both attacking each other, right? That's kind of how engines work. Okay. Another Sanctuary. Not Training yet. That's not unreasonable. I'm taking another Sanctuary here for sure, right? I don't want... Oh, I can even bury it, I guess? Okay. The dream is to be able to play one Siren and one Enchantress each turn via first mating your cantrips. I will not discard my curse from exile, thank you. Opponent's exiled several things. I've exiled more things. Oof, look at all this draw. How exciting. I can get to this curse by just playing all of these, right? Deck's nice and trim. The mill's not doing much, so I could turn that into a Siren if I wanted, but I don't really. Oh, maybe I could have discarded those coppers and then redrawn them. I didn't realize I had one excess draw. I should have realized, but I didn't. I think I could have had another dollar this turn. I'm obviously not entitled to an undo, so I won't try. No reason to not play treasures that I can see. Okay, opponent has finally trained up sanctuaries. Is it first mate time, do you think? Or do I just want more sanctuaries? I don't think that's so great. If I had $8, which I think I maybe could have done by playing Mill, then I could buy Sanctuary Siren, but I wouldn't have anything to trash to the Siren, so I don't think it would have worked out so great. You could buy Siren Mill. First Mate is so good. When do you make a move for it? I think I don't need the village yet because I don't have 2 terminals. So I guess I'll just take a Sanctuary. And I guess I'll bury it. Why not? So we're drawing the deck now. We just have to add stuff to it efficiently. I should also probably stop exiling coppers. Maybe should have not exiled so many last turn. Yeah. I think that was the mistake. That would have let me get another Siren, which would have been nice. Like, pick up First Mate Siren or something. Because now that we're drawing the deck reliably, the copper payload is fine. Yeah, I guess the Enchantress is getting pretty bad now, right? Because Sanctuary dodges it. An opponent has plenty of Sanctuaries. Oof, yeah. That's a lot of money. I'm in trouble. First Mate Sanctuary seems pretty good. Double Sanctuaries maybe okay. Oh, once again, I could have discarded to mill because I have 2 points of excess draw. Can I... Is that a reasonable undo? If I undo, would it matter? I mean, I don't know. I guess... Wait, what? It played a noise. Okay. So... It played a noise as if something had happened, but nothing did happen. You guys can't hear the noises. Okay, so don't exile here. Never mind, don't worry about it. Okay, so this I should discard like so. And I don't get another Siren here, but I think that might be okay. Because Siren's only enacting a 1 VP tax. It's not actually, like, clogging the opponent's deck, because they have plenty of Sanctuaries. So we get the last Sanctuary. And I think we get a Baker? Oh, no, an Outpost, right? Yeah, Outpost. I mean, I guess now I can't play both of my... I can't play my Enchantress and my Outpost, but that's fine. I can turn the Enchantress into a Siren for draw. Yeah, I think opponent is just confused because I didn't actually press undo before asking for it. I wanted to include a rationale with it because, like, technically I did gain the information that there was only one card in my discard pile, but obviously I knew that. I think this is a close game. I thought I was behind on curses, but I'm not. Somehow. We're both drawing deck. We both have a similar amount of payload. I was first on Outposts, it turns out. I am going to lose the curse split a little bit, because opponent's playing a Siren every turn and I'm not. But it's not a huge deal. Yeah, there's the first mate and the Outpost. Nice. So we're going to turn the Enchantress into a Siren, I think. Well, maybe not. Okay, now we have to mill. This is... because the Enchantress is useful. I mean, obviously we're not playing it this turn. The Outpost is way better. But, like, it... making... no, it's not that useful. Picking the opponent just doesn't matter. Sirens are better. So... because we need the extra draw to make sure we can actually get the whole deck on Outpost turns, right? I'm having a really bad Outpost turn because I don't have a Siren or an Enchantress in play. But we want a Siren here. And a first mate. And I could bring back the Enchantress, actually, for more draw. Or I could, like, bury these two and make sure I connect them on my Outpost turn to first mate a Siren. And if I get really lucky, I could first mate Sanctuaries or something. I think I'll just bury them both. I don't really want another... I don't know, I kind of want the Enchantress back. Maybe I need a silver? I don't think so. My Outpost turn is just way too likely to suck. Let's bury both of these, and at least I get something done. Maybe I should have buried just the Siren? I don't know. This way I get to draw more treasures after the first mate, of course. Oh, I said I was going to lose curses, but actually, playing a Siren on my Outpost turn kind of made up for not playing one earlier. Let's grab a mill. I think they're fine. Yeah, I think burying the first mate was good. It drew me the treasure that let me buy a mill. Oh, I am losing the curse split, right? It's 4-2, but I have more mills. That's why I was equal on VPs. How many did they get off this first mate? 3 so far. Okay, nice. Oh, total 3, because we each have 5. This is all their sanctuaries. Okay. Oh, they might actually be able to... No. We're each going to get one of the last 2 curses. So I'll have 6, and they'll have 4. Piles are getting really low, by the way. Sanctuaries are gone. Curses are about to run. The third pile is not exactly evident, but we each have a lot of buys. Right? We have 6 buys. So you're not that far from running estates or mills. If you had enough money, you could run the mills. Actually, with Outpost, you could run the estates over the course of 2 turns, right? If you could set up a good enough Outpost turn. That's exciting. So I should be on the lookout. It's possible I could win this turn. I don't know. I guess it costs $16 to run the estates, but that's over the course of 2 turns. The deck definitely has that much money. Right? I could just spend 8 twice. The problem is then your Outpost turn has 4 estates shuffled into it, which is a little rough. But with First Mate and Siren drawing, I think you could get there. Okay, I do think we can get away with discarding to mill here. We have a lot of excess draw in the deck. I need the First Mate to get these... I need to draw First Mate pretty soon, though. Actually, it's in my discard, isn't it? Oh, no. Maybe that Outpost turn sucked? No, it's not. It got shuffled. Okay. Come on. Okay. This gets there. And there's... Yeah, we can still do this. This is enough sanctuaries. Okay, the curses are gone. Now... I can buy 6 estates. Or I could buy 3 mills. Or I could do none of those things, but I'm pretty sure I lose if I let it get to opponent's next turn. So the question is, am I more likely to have $4 and 2 buys? Oh, I have Siren in play. Oh, that's so important. Okay, hang on. So... buy 3 mills and bury one of them? Is that really any better? Yes, it guarantees me a little money. But it means I would need $8. No, $12. That seems... But I don't shuffle a bunch of estates into my deck. So I think 3 mills, bury a mill is probably better? right? Okay, we got first mate. Okay, this is game over. Phew. I probably should have played the mills first. I don't know. So what do I need? I need 12 bucks. Play this first. Don't exile anything. Don't need this siren. This is 12 bucks. Okay, we made it. GG. Okay, I think, I don't know, staying alert to the possibility of piling was important here. So let's see, I need to change, how do I, okay, edit. Okay, we'll do this. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.